It's like God, maybe out of justice, maybe just pure love, he's experienced all of reality,
Hmm.
just like we have, other than sin. But he found a way to still experience sin without becoming sinful. He found a way to experience reality as we have experienced reality. Like he's the creator of everything. And let's take the Psalms as examples. There are many songs of praise and goodness, about God's mercy, his love, his justice, his strength, a bunch of good things that God exhibited even just in creation. Just the very first thing, he showed those things. He doesn't show, like when David's talking about in Psalms, these things that men have done and crush your enemies and stuff like that. Like these bad things that David's talking about experiencing don't really come from God. They come from sin. They come from man and the enemy. So altogether, it's like God does not exhibit the sin patterns, but he still was able to experience the fullness of humanity. So even just in Jesus's life, he had the full human experience because he had the love and the goodness, and then at least one of the worst, if not the worst human experience you could possibly have with his betrayal, death, all of the persecution he endured. There's a lot of terrible pains that people go through, especially nowadays. It kind of makes you wonder what technology is capable of putting a human being through. Pretty terrible. But at the end of the day, it may be just as a more extreme version of the same thing. Like Jesus went through close to physical hell before experiencing spiritual hell. God experienced all of that. I think it's clear in the Psalms when we're talking about this fractal thing happening and seeing it played out in Jesus's life. It seems that God has not just created reality, but actually understands our experience. I think he deliberately put himself. He can actually relate in a way that shouldn't be able to make sense
without compromising himself.
Right. But he found a way to do it. He found a way to like put it in to where it doesn't compromise himself, but he's still able to experience it. Crazy.